Let's talk about Tesla's delivery process for the Model Y, and if there's any rhyme or reason to it, if pre-orders matter, and if you're going to get yours anytime soon. So originally the Model Y wasn't scheduled to come out till the end of this year, and a lot of people pre-ordered thinking that would be the case, but then they actually announced that it's going to be starting deliveries in March, and that happened. The first one delivered on Friday the 13th, and that was a performance model. So we know that in the past Tesla has delivered cars this way, where they deliver the most expensive version first. Even if, say, the first pre-order was rear-wheel drive and it's the cheapest one, you're not actually going to get it first, even though you were first to pre-order, because it's not the most expensive one. That's just how they do it. And just to refresh, at the time of the announcement, you could order 3 trims for the Model Y: Performance, most expensive; All-Wheel Drive, next most expensive; and then rear-wheel drive. So once delivery notifications were going out, I was expecting it would be performance models for a while until we would get to the all-wheel drive, which is what I have on order. But basically, like a day or two after the delivery notifications started, we started seeing them for people with the all-wheel drive version, and I got really excited. But then I started noticing a pattern over the next week or two that all the notifications were all cars with the 20-inch induction wheels. And my order was the all-wheel drive with the 19-inch Gemini wheels. So now that deliveries have actually started, I've been able to see 2 Model Ys in person, and they were both performance versions. One I got to do a full walkthrough, and one I got to drive. If you haven't seen those videos, you can click the links up here or in the description below to check those out. But there have also been a ton of deliveries of the all-wheel drive version of the Model Y with the 20-inch induction wheels. And up to this point, I have yet to see a single confirmed delivery or even a delivery notification of someone who bought the trim that I bought, the all-wheel drive with the 19-inch Gemini wheels. And just to specify, I actually originally ordered the rear-wheel drive, and then I changed it to all-wheel drive in January. So I should still be ahead of a lot of people. So now throughout the whole last week, I've seen a bunch of people get theirs delivered in the exact trim that I got, but with the 20-inch wheels. And then I would reach out and say, when did you actually order? And a lot of them were like, I ordered a month ago. So at this point, since I've talked to a bunch of different people, I've formed a theory that I think is pretty accurate as to how Tesla actually handles deliveries. The first step is that Tesla just makes a bunch of whichever trim they want to make. And it's probably much more efficient to do so. Instead of switching off a bunch of different types of wheels, they just make a whole big batch of the all-wheel drive with the 20-inch wheels, and then of course they're ready to go, so they want to deliver them to customers who ordered that. And then second, I think they just ship a bunch to different parts of the countries, and it's probably related to the number of pre-orders, but not directly. And I say this because there are people in California who ordered the all-wheel drive with the induction wheels like 6 months ago, and they haven't gotten theirs delivered yet. But then there's people who ordered a week ago on the East Coast, and they've gotten it delivered. And then the third part of their delivery system is that I think there's actually a different queue for each trim, including each different wheel. So as I mentioned, I ordered back in October, and I ordered the rear-wheel drive. So I think I was probably 6 months behind in the queue, so I was probably, I don't know, a few 100,000 back or something, or maybe just a few thousand. Who knows how many pre-orders they had. And then when I switched to all-wheel drive in January, I don't think it matters at all that I had ordered in October. Even though I put $2,500 down, I think they put me in the new queue for the all-wheel drive with the 19-inch wheels. So at that point, in January, I was probably at the bottom of the queue for the all-wheel drive with the Gemini wheels. But at this point, with everything that's going on in the world and the fact that I'm kind of bored at home and just like making these videos, I really want to get my car. And I'm also curious to find out how this delivery process works for all of you guys. So what I went ahead and did is I changed my order 2 days ago to the induction wheels. So now my Model Y is going to be the Model Y in white with the black interior and the black 20-inch induction wheels, and then full self-driving. So some reasons why I did this are: 1, I think the induction wheels look a lot better. And 2, I want to get the car sooner. And anything I can do to try to get it sooner, I just figured I might as well try it out. And 3, there have been a lot of people canceling Model Y orders, even at the last minute. Like they've already had a VIN assigned, and then they end up canceling because of everything that's going on in the world. And of course, we haven't seen anyone confirmed with a VIN with the 19-inch wheels, so it's more likely that one of those canceled orders could maybe get transferred to me. Now those induction wheels are $2,000 extra, and so I was expecting to have to pay $2,000 more and then pay $990 more, because the price of the car overall has gone up $990 since I originally ordered it. So I was expecting it to be closer to $3,000, but I somehow got lucky and they only charged me $1,500. I will say be careful though, because a lot of people, they're going to end up having to pay $3,000. I don't really know how that happened. And also the way I reached out was over chat, and I basically said, I'm curious if I were to upgrade my wheels to the 20-inch wheels, I'd be interested in doing that, especially if it speeds up delivery time. And they got back and said they'll get me in touch with an advisor, and then I just got a text 6 hours later that my wheels were changed. So there wasn't really a total confirmation on my part. I'm still okay with it because I want those wheels, but just be careful if you're going to try that. One, they might not totally confirm with you, and then two, it might cost you more than $1,500 or $2,000. But based on my theory of the queues, I think I'm now at the bottom of the queue as of 2 days ago for the all-wheel drive with the 20-inch induction wheels. And real quick, I forgot to mention, I think these queues also relate to location. So I'm at the bottom of the queue in general for the Model Y with the 20-inch induction wheels, and I'm also at the bottom of the queue for the 20-inch induction wheels in Southern California. It doesn't matter to Tesla that I ordered in October. I put $2,500 down. I pre-ordered. It's kind of a flawed system in my opinion. Of course, this is just my theory, but there have been literally hundreds of people that ordered like a month ago or 2 months ago and are getting their cars delivered this week. And so many people ordered much sooner, and it doesn't really seem to matter. If my theory of this queue system wasn't correct, it would mean that my order would get pushed up higher, and I'd be above a bunch of people who I've seen yesterday and today getting delivery notifications. So I'm pretty sold on this idea that I have. It definitely sucks though. It's kind of like, why would you pre-order a Tesla? There's literally no purpose in doing it if a month before the car comes out you can put down $100 and then you get the car way sooner than people who ordered at the announcement event. It makes me wonder for future cars like the Cybertruck. A ton of people have pre-ordered that, and I didn't pre-order. There's supposedly over 500,000 pre-orders, but maybe I'll just wait till like 2 weeks before it comes out and then I'll order one then, and then I'll get it before everyone. I understand that Tesla needs to be efficient with how they produce these cars, and it makes sense to go performance and then the all-wheel drive with the induction wheels and then go lower and lower, but it really doesn't make sense that they're not valuing people's pre-orders who ordered a while ago. I mean, that's the point of a pre-order. If the new iPhone comes out and I stay up till midnight to pre-order it, I do that because I'm going to get it first. So some other things to keep in mind with deliveries is that, of course, production has stopped as of a couple days ago. And right now their factory's only scheduled to be closed for about 2 weeks, but I'm imagining that will get extended. So if you didn't already get a delivery notification or a VIN assigned to you, you're probably not going to be getting your Model Y. Basically, the only chance you're going to get one, in my opinion, and this applies to me as well, is if Tesla already produced it and was already sending it to your area for a customer, and that customer canceled, and then they move you up in the queue and you happen to be that person. So I'll let you know how my little experiment goes. I've seen a couple people who changed their wheels like a month ago to the induction wheels and they've gotten notifications. So I'm hoping I can squeeze in there, but it's definitely a tighter window, and we'll see exactly how that works out with the closing factory and how many cars they already produced and how many people are canceling, all those factors. But if you haven't pre-ordered a Model Y and you want to get one maybe in like a week or so, you should just go ahead and order one on the website for $100 and you'll probably get it before me. It's cool. I'm not bitter. It doesn't matter. Whatever. So I'll let you know how my experiment goes and if it works or not. We'll see if the timing of everything going on in the world right now affects it, or if they actually already produced a bunch. Best case scenario, there's one on its way down to Southern California, someone cancels, and then I get moved into their place. Worst case scenario, it could take anywhere from 2 to 6 more months before I get mine. But make sure you're subscribed to this channel if you're not already, because I'll be bringing out all sorts of videos like this and more detailed videos inside the Model Y itself, and especially when I get my car as well. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you appreciated it. It helps more people find it. And then also comment below to let me know, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think I'm going to get it sooner, or that it was a mistake to just change to these induction wheels? Stay safe out there. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.